Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Let's see how this goes. Whew, boy. Looks like my...
Alright. Hello.
Good, good, good. Looks like the microphone works. Looks like the stream is working. Beautiful. I gotta keep that in 4K, 60 FPS. I don't care what game I'm playing. We're doing something kind of novel if you just sign in and if you're just checking out what's going on. We are going to be attempting... Yeah, I'm also going to be recording in a minute, so once I hit that, it's kind of a no-go. But I don't think I'm really talking to anybody, but we're just doing this. We're doing our best here. The description sums it up pretty good. What we're trying to do is get through to Mistlands and everything without dying a single time, without killing a single boss. I don't know if it's even possible. I don't think it's possible. I think we're going to be good to go. Just going to see what happens. That's what it's all about. Yeah, that's the goal. So we're going to start up a new character. Obviously, I might number them just so we can see, sort of chart the attempts, right? So, yeah, let's do that. Let's number them so we can keep track of the attempts. I like the idea. Scrub number 1. Oh, you can't even add numbers. That's hilarious. Well, we can always scrub 1. Alright, that's all. That's how I like to see it. Okay. It's going to be a little tanned. Let's give him a stupid hat. So we never have to use that haircut again. We're just going to get out of the way earlier. Sooner than later. Nice and blonde. Nice and stupid. Dear God, this is going to be hard. So we're going to be doing a new world. We have done Deathless Runs in the past. We go pretty far, surprisingly. The bosses, the raids get hard when we're doing... we just name it after the guy, right? I'm going to go over here to... Alright, I'm going to start the stream. Alright, we are starting a new Valheim series where we are doing Deathless Run attempts without killing any single bosses. We've started a new character and a new world. We're also streaming this at the same time. It'll probably come back together and clip highlights together like a normal person. That's kind of the goal. We are going to be doing novel. We're making just the absolute hardest difficulties, absolute most difficult situations. So no map, no portals, many raids, 0.5 resources. Death penalty hardcore, but it's redundant. I will be deleting the character and the map every time he dies. When we're talking about combat, obviously we're going to bring that all the way up. So it's going to be unforgiving, and it's maybe it's impossible. Maybe it's impossible. But I would like to give this the old call this try, so to speak. Let's see what happens. We'll just have to see what happens, right? That's what he's all about. Let's give this a go. Good old Valheim.exe not responding. It usually does that when it's building the world. Doesn't matter the computer you have. That's the way she goes. Alright, I'm a little nervous because I've gotten pretty far. The farthest I've gotten is up to Swamps, Deathless Run, with no map, no portals, mini raids, high combat difficulty. So I do know the early game. The reason I'm doing this is I saw a couple new strategies posted. People dying 1 billion times to pull them off, though. Obviously in normal settings, but where they're saying we can get in-game weapons without ever defeating a single boss. And if you know Valheim, you know that you have to defeat bosses to, you know, more or less. I'm not stoked about this rain, but I've kind of just stuck it through in the past. That's what we're going to do here. We don't even need to think about that. Like, I think it's so interesting. My other runs, when I've streamed or recorded and posted videos, I've always had to think about... I mean, obviously, I just have to think about where's Ecthir? The first thing we're doing is how do we get to Ecthir? That's not at all what we're doing. We are going to be doing everything sort of normal with the... and obviously I'm very rusty too, so it's been a while. It's been a couple months. Starfield came out, Christmas season and all that. just work in general. That other Deathless Run that we're doing, where we actually are killing bosses, and admittedly it's a 3 times rate, and people are criticizing me for that. That's kind of why I put it on 0.5. Is I don't want any criticism. I don't want anybody saying it could have been harder. That bugged me. That, like, man, it was already really hard. Those raids are going to be really difficult. What's the first step? Is let's get somewhere safe. I don't love this. I don't love that it's not near the coast. But again, we're not really using this. The last I checked, we don't even need the boss stones. So I'm somewhat free to not care about it. So what you really want to be doing is finding a swamp and having a Stagbreaker and having some okay means of transportation. And you're using Stagbreaker to slap the ground a whole lot, right? You're using Stagbreaker to find those nodes of iron or silver. And at a point, you're just going to pray and hope that you find enough iron or silver to get what you want. I think we're going to be going for Fenrir's cloak for cold, because you don't actually need silver to get it. And silver is going to be very hard if we constantly have those debuffs running. Right now, I'm just sort of mulling around like an imbecile, as one does. Kind of just talking, thinking about it. This is not going to be a series to rush. Oh my god, and I'm already dead. I'm already dead. I'll get you. Oh, they dropped some pine resin. I can always use that. No shame in it. Yeah, I should go get some mushrooms, get some whatever meat we can get. Make ourselves a little club. I was kind of hoping to find a coast by just going downhill. Again, it really doesn't matter where we have these boss stones, because we're never coming back. We're never beating a boss. We're never going to fill that in. We just don't need them. And that's very liberating. Also, I joke about it as this is the most extreme difficulty there is. The truth is, when you're not dealing with raids, it's kind of nice. The worst raids we're ever going to get are, those little boars and pigs and all that. It would be nice to have some meat right off the bat. So we're just going to be going slow. That's the one thing I've really learned, is just going slow, going smart is usually the best thing you can do. I'm just looking for rocks at the moment. And I know a lot of speed runners, they're always thinking about, like, let's turn off foliage so we can see the rocks and everything else more easily. And they're right, and they're absolutely right, but it looks like shit, and who wants to watch that? I would rather scrounge. I'm a scrounger since the day I was born. This is just the loudest keyboard I have ever owned. You'll have to forgive me. I'll make a highlight reel at some point to, get rid of that. So I'm splitting the audio tracks, and so when I make a highlight reel, I can either capture the clips, like, when something exciting happens, you want to hear the guy like, oh my god, let's go, like very cliche, enthusiastic expressions. So I'll try to capture those and keep those in place, but in general, a highlight reel would let me, speed things up, all this stuff. I think what also I like about the streaming is I don't have to sit here for hours a day uploading, because that takes time. It takes time to upload. By directly streaming in solid quality, I get to capture everything. And then when if I ever actually accomplish anything, I can then create a proper YouTube video, like 20, 30 minutes, something you can watch while you eat lunch. So it just makes my life a lot easier when I'm thinking about streaming. And it's also a lot of content, because I'm going to be dying a lot. This is going to be really hard. This is really, really dumb. This is a really dumb idea. I don't know. I'm like, I don't even think this is possible. I can barely do my normal Deathless Run. I know people have accomplished it for sure. Obviously, there's hardcore runs, but these are really ridiculous settings. Just thinking about Mistlands, you could do everything totally perfectly right. You get all the way to Mistlands, and you make one misstep around those gigantic, ridiculous bugs, and it's game over. Those gyals are just going to be shooting hell flames at you. But there are technically ways to get the wood and to get the materials and to get all that stuff without actually killing bosses, and that's nuts to me. You really just need iron. So we're going to be, the thing about it is that we're skipping the black iron, I think, yeah. And so you end up at this point where you're like, well, how do you chop these trees? How do you... There's ways. There's environmental ways to get those resources without actually doing anything. So I'm nervous. I'm very nervous. This could take months. It could take years. We're just gonna go at it for as long as we physically can. This would be an interesting series if it had actually pulled it off. You know, I probably won't. We're just gonna be trying. Such an aesthetic environment, like game though. What a great world to just get lost in. I think what I love about it is that the losses are so impactful. And usually in video games, you know, you die, you pick yourself back up, you get back in it. But we're gonna be, every time we lose, it's just gonna be like, oof, you know. Some boar scraps. So this torch is paying for itself, if you ask me. Let's see if I can't trick him into. There we go. I'm not gonna sit here and tell anybody anything about me being just the best Valheim player. Like, my reaction speed is probably dog shit, but I've gotten pretty far. My other series, I don't know if you see, I had a pretty big comeback. We had some deaths, we had some comebacks. We get into this rhythm of finding the traitor. I really like this little river coming through here. It might be worth exploring. What I should probably be doing is collecting some wood. Now we've got a fair amount of stone, some flint, some other miscellaneous things. We should be really looking at wood. And that's just going to take time. Because nobody wants to be sitting here thinking about going through night. The cold. We want to get rested as soon as we can as well. We've been meandering. I am so rusty. You'll have to forgive me. I'm going to look back on this first run and just be like, wow, what was I doing? Embarrassing. Alright, there's some wood. Usually what you want to be doing is you want to make a hammer. You want to find some buildings. You want to deconstruct them. That's kind of what we've been doing. We're running around looking for things, and we're not really seeing anything, interestingly. We are still playing the public test mode. I always think that's a bit more interesting. There's one or two more things added. You never know what you're going to get there. Alright, there we go. Let's get ourselves a stone axe. That's really what you want. Perfect. Perfect. I mean, not great. Obviously not great. We also want to be working on Finewood. One of the first things we're going to be thinking about getting is Finewood. So I'm going to be cutting anything down. I might as well be doing it near a shore for one thing. And for another thing, we might as well be doing it towards some Finewood trees, so we can be getting that. But in the meantime, we might as well just make ourselves a quick shelter, get rested, all that. I'm just really liberated by not having to stay near the boss stones, or even really, like, that's the thing, I'm allowed to get lost. Super lost. Yeah, I'm deeply in need of wood. This is getting a little sketch. Really hoping I could find one wooden structure, like a little house or something. We have not found anything of the sort, unfortunately. I've never really thought about it, but there's that little special overhead attack that they added recently, because I'm an old man, so when I think recent, I think the last 10 years. And when they added it, it was like really cool, but I'm not actually sure if like damage per second, especially considering stamina regen, how much more worth it is to hit logs with it. Because look, I'm doing 6 to 9 like each hit, 10, there's a 10. And then I get a 17 there, but it takes so much stamina, and it takes a lot of time to actually cast that I'm like, I'm not certain it's the fastest way to chop a tree. Less clicks, but when we get there. Also, again, one of the reasons I might feel a little bit short on wood, this is a 0.5 times resources. So if you're thinking, why is he so slow on wood? This is going to be slow, because I'm just so sick of those comments that are just always there just saying, oh my god, you're on 3 times resources, you're on 1 times, it could be harder. Well, here you go, this is for you. I'm literally immune to criticism. And maybe at some point, if I ever theoretically get my goal of getting all that gear without killing a single boss, maybe I will kill the bosses with it. And then we'll have raids to deal with, and that'll be a whole different thing. That would be interesting. Imagine doing all that and then dying to a boss at the very end. Okay, we got a little bit of this. Alright. I was just thinking, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that I change my settings. Keyboard, mouse. Yeah, so for QE, what's the build menu? Oh, mouse. Okay. Oh, weird. I put it to this. You know why? It's so that if I'm holding the hammer, I can dodge at the same time. Right. That was actually really clever of me to do that at some point. Good thinking, buddy. Because if you're being attacked by a troll and you hit right-click normally, you won't be able to dodge while you're holding a hammer. Puts you in a bad spot. So made it mouse 3. Sciences. We're just gonna make just a shack, just an abysmal little. I don't even know if I can. This is just awful. Just the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Let's give ourselves a little door. Okay. Real cozy. I like I got a little bit of a view here. That's comforting. And immediately out of it. This is exactly why I did the 3 times resources. So if people really say in chat, hey, this sucks, please put it on 3 times, please put it on normal resources, I'll consider it. I'll take a community vote on it. But for now, we're gonna start horrible because it ate at night, like my conscience. Like I would lie awake for hours at night, just thinking, God damn, people out there really hating on me for, you know, because you would die 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 times on the Deathless Run, so you're actually farming all the same amount of resources over and over and over and over again. So whether on normal or 3 times, it's still really hard. But I get it, but it still eats at me. I can't say this is the hardest difficulty run if it's not actually the hardest difficulty run. I get that. It's false advertising. I think it was just sort of like I turned it off. It was just those settings were kind of new, and I was just like, oh, let's just put them all up to max. And when you put it to max, you get 3 times resources. Like, okay, yeah, it is really hard, but you get 3 times the resources. I mean, subconsciously I knew what I was doing, but those settings were so fun to tinker with, right? Can you blame me? Tough crowd. We're just trying to make a bed and a fire. Place to fix things. The day is lasting. I figured it'd be night by now. Really shocked by how long this day has lasted. Something out there is looking out for me. I'm not loving this. Okay, see that? Well, how do I destroy things though? What was my? Okay, wait. I actually have to look that up. I changed a bunch of settings. Because if my mouse 3 is that, then what is my deconstruct is also mouse 3? Wait, what? Oh, you just spam it? Ah, that's bizarre. That might have to change. I might have to figure that out eventually, but anyway. Furniture. Let's talk about bed. This is not the final house. This is not the Jeffrey Epstein mansion. I'd rather live here than on Jeffrey Epstein Island. When the quality is okay. Seems like it's running pretty good. Yeah, it should be 4K. Great, so we're rested. It's the next day. Doing fine. We're feeling good. We're feeling fine. We make ourselves a flint axe. That might speed things up. Let's get some. Just keep it on hand, just cause. We really do need a hoe, though. My God. I can't even leave my own house. Not great. Okay. Kind of lower ground. Let's see. Probably like, oh my god, I think I'm actually just watching a dude just play Valheim. Kinda, yeah. The highlight reels will probably be a bit more interesting. That's usually how that goes. That is definitely one way to put it. God, please let me go in and out of this stupid house. If I'm going slow, I might as well be comfortable, you know. Loving that I can't actually get up to that door. Kind of feels a little dumb. Alright. Functional. I'll take it. No shame in that. Might be nice just to make it like a little bit bigger. And you always want a little bit of an overhang, because when it turns to night and you want to sleep, but you can't, because, you know, it's windy and storming out, this does become a problem. Yes, the next goal is going to be Finewood Bow. No big deal. I might as well make ourselves some meat while we're at it. God, this 0.5 times is rough. No shame in it, but holy god. Everything's just going to be feeling a lot more valuable. Yeah, I think what was also very annoying was that, like, just because, like, nobody wants to watch for 6 hours straight. So what I would do is I would just stop every 30 minutes, make the video, upload, and just, I was like, man, I'm editing way more than I'm actually, creating content. And so I can save it locally, edit it all into a highlight reel, and just have it out. Everything ever actually comes together. This is a much more, it's such a cozy game to watch. I think that's why I was, like, surprised. Like, I got 100 subscribers in less than a month, and I was like, what the hell? It's a cozy game. It's a really cozy game to watch. And I do check in on the comments every now and then. I do need another monitor just so I can, like, just do that, but I definitely do that. Oh, is that an oak? Beautiful. Having that up there on that ledge too is nice because, you know, you get all that. Just a great vantage point. Just taking it slow. If I get one comment ever saying hurry up, I'm gonna absolutely have a heart attack. You see me on the news. Let's do it. It is really relieving not having to think about raids. The wolf ones are on very hard combat difficulty, deathless, very high raid amount, extraordinarily unforgiving. Really, truly extraordinarily unforgiving. We got a big oak tree, so we're gonna be running wood into that so we can get some fine wood. I think in the meantime I'll just open it. Right, just let's get this up a little bit higher. I just do not want it to be getting choked out by a storm or anything like that. Just don't want to be running into it. That's also kind of part of it. Dying because you ran into it is not a great way to go. Kind of embarrassing. Alright, hopefully that keeps it on. We're gonna have to. That's just for heat, right? So we need to actually like cook as well. You can actually fit like 5 of these over it. And I don't think I'm really going to be never needing 5 just because, again, resources not great. Also really looking for honey. Honey is a huge deal. I'm thinking about a flint sphere shortly. So that's 2 leather scraps. That's 10 flint, 5 wood. Yeah. Seems reasonable. This fog is a bit unforgiving, but no harm, no foul. That's part of the deal. In Deathless, you're always trying to just eat the best food you have, no matter what. It's easier to farm ingredients to get your way, build your way back. It's also because the flint is so good at throwing, you know? Let's see here. Yeah, God, some honey would be amazing. So we need that leather scrap, because that's when you can actually start hunting deer as well. That's a big deal. The crude bow I do not love. It's just so bad, and there's no reason for it. We're gonna go for that wood there. So the strat, we just knock a couple trees down and just keep slamming it into it until it falls. And when those ones fall, we just keep slamming those into whatever we can until, you know. I think it's pretty self-explanatory, right? And oddly, that's kind of how you do a lot of things that you don't have access to because you don't have the boss materials. Definitely nervous about the swamps, right? Sometimes you can actually just knock the whole thing down just by toppling trees onto it if you got enough trees around in the area. That's always nice. Okay. Let's get this out of the way so we can just keep whacking it. I think what's so fascinating is that really the hardest part of the game is just getting the pickaxe. Because you're just dodging the troll over and over and over again. And then it's going to use less resources, right? It's just going to take so much time. Just playing it safe, playing it safe. Yep, 6.1 damage, right? 22, there's a fat 22. There's nothing. That thing there. This will probably break before the oak does. That's just part of it. Maybe we can put it back farther. Oh, nice. The bush took all the damage. And now we don't have a sledge. Great. Love to see it. Love to see it. A bit of an inconvenient spot, basically. At least we'll have some wood. Always helps. Yeah, all of a sudden armor values become very important because even if just you work for hours just so that if you get hit by a troll, you might be able to survive that one extra hit, right? Let's see. Yeah, you really do want like several pines running against each other because if you can do that, then you're just making the most of your time. Let's do it. Very, very, very early into this run. I think the description should clear up what I'm trying to do for people who aren't sure. I'm not expecting really viewers to stick around in the streams. It's kind of just saves my work not having to upload proof all the time, right? Like, oh, I really did this. I can just highlight a bunch of bullshit together. Proof runs are really important. It's not modded at all. It's just public test. use that hill to our advantage, right? Very nice. We just keep bashing them together. Usually try to get this much Finewood, but again, we're at a 0.5 times. Every little drop is gonna be something. Is this too hard? Yeah, it is. That's part of it. Alright, okay. We got something there. I might try to put this upstream, right? And then we're gonna just inch that a bit forward. Yeah, there we go. Glancing it. Once they start rolling over each other, that's when they really usually burst. A little bit tedious. Not so exciting. Y'all asked for it. Y'all were like, oh my god, 3 times resources. That's way too easy. I'm like, alright. Let's make it harder. 1 harder. Alright, I'll make it harder for you. Everybody's a critic. Oh, kind of getting dangerous there. I think what does that need? Leather, Finewood, probably a few other things to make a bow. I always forget. So I know there's always one extra ingredient. It's really not that complicated, but I always forget. So you don't have to spend all that Finewood on portals, right? We're not doing bosses, we're not doing portals. We never have to come back to the boss stones because we're never going to use them. And I know how to get back to it. You just follow this branch if you ever really need to get back to the center. So that's not a problem. All right, okay, we got a bit there. 160. We got all that work for 17. Holy God, you guys are gonna complete the death of me. Holy God. And that's just, imagine the amount of deaths I'm gonna have and the amount of times I'm gonna have to be doing this. Holy God. Be legendary though. I just think it's fun. I just think it's a fun way to play. I think it's fun to do a challenge, like a big challenge like this, even if you can't. Just seeing how far can you get it, you know? I also just love the idea of, like, if you were really stuck in like a shitty little anime world, how far would you actually get? Probably not very far. My studies have shown you die pretty fast. The average Isekai anime is not actually accurate. Shocking stuff. Was there another white pine? No, I think it's just this one. Whatever. I like how I did all that running then. Okay. At this point, I think I'm just messing around. What, 17? How much do we need? A bit more than that. We also want that higher arrested bonus anyways, frankly. Which you need a good bit of wood for. It's usually like 60, 70. So yeah, we're going to be out here a while. Just chopping down trees like an absolute mongoloid. Oh, sorry, that's not a great word for it. I apologize to the people of Mongolia. That was not a great word to use. Probably shouldn't have that up on a public forum. I want to go back and edit that out. Ooh. Yikes. Some words are dated for a reason. So if we come over here, what are we looking at? Crude bow, flint spear. Yeah, let's work on that flint spear. We need 10 of those. First off, obviously, you just need a place to store shit. Yep. This is the worst house I've ever seen in my life. I mean, my God. It's just a bad house. We're just gonna bring some food. Nothing else. That will work. Great. So we need how much flint for that spear? 10 to start. I think you need like 25 to upgrade it. So 5 wood, 10 flint, 2 of those. Got those 2. Beautiful. Got a river right here. We might have just what we need. Typically, though, if it's steep, you don't see a lot. What's the deal? Just try and hope I don't lose that little shack. I mean, I'm not losing much, let's be honest. Whew, 1 at a time used to be 3. Oh, it's hurting. It hurts already. Ooh. When it's really going to be painful is when you're digging for silver. You just have to go for vein after vein after vein. Because we really do need that upgraded gear. Because with iron, if we're not doing bosses, I think we're just gonna go make the iron pick. Like, we're not gonna make anything else. We're basically gonna troll heather, get that Fenrir cloak. Just all you gotta do is kill a couple of those werewolves, and there's probably some good farm strategies for that. I'll have to look up if I get there. That's, you better believe I'm gonna be googling the cheesy, greasy strats for farming wolves and farming all that and staying alive in the cold. Also, just like getting up the mountain, like that's challenging in of itself. Gotta get the Eastern European police outside and give it a break. Yeah, so if I say anything inappropriate, just remember I'm in Eastern Europe. That's sort of just a different culture, right? Like, yeah, totally excused. Giddy up. Alright. Let's just do all 25 or 30 that we need. Oh yeah, we also need to upgrade the bench itself, if I recall correctly. That's a whole part of it. Oh, we might end up running into a beehive while we're scavenging the coast. I don't see it getting very complicated. Like, I don't think it's gonna wind around into anything. So that's a benefit. Give me some flint. Flint. Get Flint, Michigan, some clean water. That's goal number 2. What's in this house? Beehive? No beehive. I don't need any buzz. But what do we got? Oh yeah, these chests are gonna be really. The thing though, they're gonna be really important just because we're like kind of raw dog in this run, material-wise. There should be some good flint over here. I need to work on that swing too. There's like, I'm wondering, like, are there skills that I should just improve just because I'll be in situations like in Mistlands there's a lot of water, right? Like, should I be there with a high swim level in the event that I need to dip quickly and, you know, not drown? Nervous. I'm genuinely nervous. I got 99 bombs. They are all gigantic bugs. A real Clash of the Titans there, that one. Really heavy stuff. Love to see it. That's gonna be weird though. Like, I'm not gonna have like highlight videos for bosses. So what are my highlight? I think it's just I guess goals. We'll say like, okay, we went from meadows to iron pick. That's one quick 20-minute video. Cool. Then we're gonna say like, okay, we went from iron pick to Fenrir cloak. That's another one. Little highlight video, 5-minute thing. Some, you know, speeding it up, showing the run, showing what we're all about. Everyone be saying like, okay, what's the next thing? It's gonna be maybe, yeah, getting some silver, getting silver gear. You know, that's a whole another chapter. Once you got that silver gear, what do? Go to Mistlands, I suppose, and pray. that you don't get obliterated. I just think it's so stupid to do a Deathless, but here we are. Those like cheeky little mountains never have silver. I know that for sure. You spend all day. We need Stagbreaker eventually, anyways. That's such a great thing for hitting around corners. We need those. We need those cores. So it is no bosses, but it's not no pickaxe, no smelting, right? Like we are going to be doing that. So you can get the pickaxe without killing a boss. I do kind of like. Part of me is like sort of relieved to be doing this rather than the raid channel, because like. Killing bosses has its advantages, but like, my god, those raids. Not fun. I'll show you some of these. Poisonous little critters, huh? I wonder if it might serve me well to improve sneak a bit. I think it's by physically moving you get XP. I don't think sitting still counts nearby. I could be wrong. I could be plenty wrong. It might be really worth leveling that up. I imagine we'll just be sneaking everywhere at some point. Don't have to be that terrified of everything if nothing knows that you're there, right? That's kind of the idea. Kill this guy. No, they just don't. On this where it is now, they just do not drop meat. 0.5 resources. Holy god, I'm doomed. I'm doomed. Runs over.
Oh god.
Some of the other dumb things I do is like I'll run out of stamina and then jump into an ocean thinking that I'm fine, and then I'll drown. That'll be the run. Runs over. I've forgotten all the hard lessons I've learned. We can just all agree on that. Just looking for flint. We're just looking for flint. We're at about 32. That's not so bad. Okay, yeah, we got something going on there. We always need more for upgrading the workbench. Kind of just at that point, we're just going to just take it slow. Just like, the game is just going to be slow. That 0.5 times resources. My god, I cannot believe I'm doing that. I'm an absolute madman. I don't know if anybody watched this Settled, but you see that like tile man thing he was doing, and at the very early on he was like, okay, this much XP for this many tiles. And it got to, it was also like, it was an exponential thing, so he needed so much more XP to get tiles. And tiles are how you walk around the world. Because it's a tiled, it's kind of like, think of the whole RuneScape world is just a big chessboard, right? And so every time you unlock a tile, you can go one more northwest, east, south. He was like, yeah, let's make it really hard to get, and it was just so odd. And then he realizes that's early on into the series, and he's like, okay, just kidding, we're gonna make it really easy to get tiles because nobody wants to see me grind just to walk 5 feet. And like, that was kind of what my philosophy was when those difficulty moderators sort of came out. I was like, nobody wants to see me just grind for materials. And then there would be like 3 or 4 cheeky fellows that were like, we want to see you grind. Now they're like, no, this would this is so easy. This would be so much harder on 0.5. Isn't that technically the most difficult? I'm like, yeah, but it's not fun. That's that. But now we're actually doing it. We're actually doing it because nobody else has done it, kind of a thing. Because it's been out long enough, you know what I mean? Everybody's done everything. That's definitely like the wrong reason to do things, but I'm very easily influenced by majority rule. I am checking comments now and then. I really do need to set up a separate monitor. We're gonna be looking for honey more seriously once I have a spear, just because it's sort of impractical with anything less than that. This is a dumb little house. Not really a strategic position, but I mean, I kind of like it. It's kind of next to the ocean, next to a bunch of forest. That works for me. I might as well cook it. It'd be nice to have sausages eventually, but no reason. If you die before you get there, then what's the point? Let's see, we need wood scraps. Got it. trophy can just F right off. Oh, wait, nope. Didn't want that. Don't need an axe, just need a spear. Usually you want 1 or 2 spears so you can actually throw a couple of them. Okay, and now we're also thinking about crafting. Let's upgrade this. It's so embarrassing to get to that point where like you get a perfect throw at a deer but it doesn't kill him because it's way too low level. Okay, right on. We got like an okay spear. Which is one of the reasons you might actually want to make a second one, but low resources. There we are. Right? Oh, nice. Cool. Love it. We can make a black banner for that. That's sweet rested. Unironically, not a bad idea. I think I just need straight up just a bigger house. It's kind of humiliating, isn't it? Get some. We should actually burn some things so we can get some coal. But meat is kind of precious at the moment. What do we want? A table? Yeah. We really do need a bigger house. This is sort of embarrassing. Now let's look at this. Can bring up to 7? Yeah, there we go. Now we're gonna sleep. Kick ass. Kick ass. Ass kick. Ass. It's cold as hell outside. January. Relax. Just want to toss that. Not need it. Alright. Got a meat. Great. Love to see it. Alright, now we are hunting leather and we are hunting just everything we can get, I suppose. Beehives, the works. I think we saw like a little fort down here, down yonder. Hope for the best on it. It's just always that story, like you don't see the deer until they see you and they're already running away, so you don't even know when to start sneaking. Yeah, you hear that? See how loud that is? They're right next to me. Don't know where they are. Yeah, I'm getting XP points for it too. Oh, here we go. We got a 1-star one. We know we can't kill the 1-star. I know that. Well, if we're sneaking, we get that crit. Maybe we can. Yep, we can. That's a big kill. Yeah, big kill. Bad throw. Oh, bad throw. I don't know what to tell you there, boys. That was kind of rough. I'm just happy with the one. We got 2 leather. All that. Oh, 1 star, 2 leather. Wow. Amazing. Rusty. I feel like I got anything at all. Yeah, let's get some berries. No shame in that. We also got a bit of meat. That's bigger than you realize. You know? We need that. What is it? It's gonna sink. I don't want to get all wet just for that. Just to not get it. Chest. It comes with that flint that you kind of sometimes need. What you can do, though, I tell you what you can do is you can deconstruct all these things, and then all of a sudden you end up. Yeah, I kind of want to bring enough wood just to deconstruct those structures I find. I'll come back for that. No shame. Oh, they're still running around. You see them? Yeah, once you spook them once, it's like the one chance you get. So you can come back here. See if we can get this one. That's gonna be a no. my spear. I'll own that one. That was a straight bat throw. There it is, down by those bushes. I do think that that's what I kind of prefer about these stupid runs is that it's not a speed run. I don't have to think about time. I don't really care about the viewer either because frankly I've got the audio track split while recording, so I can just make a sick little highlight reel. Not having to do bosses, I don't have to worry about raids, which is also kind of a time thing. Because once you kill Ecthyr, all of a sudden they get serious, where you need to use that pickaxe to dig a trench to protect yourself from the raids. And that's a whole other thing, you know. In theory, you could just use a hoe, but getting stoned is such a pain in the ass, and you die so much anyways. It's like, you see what I'm saying? Just it's a lot of wasted time for. You might as well just rush it with the pickaxe. And you can end up cutting it kind of close. Because then they don't despawn, you know, they're just kind of there by your base, waiting for you to come out. And that's a dangerous moment, those little invaders. Unfortunately, we are just not, I tell you what, we are just not finding any honey. I'm going to go to this third one over here, third or fourth one over here. I'm also kind of just getting an idea, like, what this little continent looks like, what it feels like. Pretty... that's an interesting idea about that. That's a pretty interesting idea. I don't know, one of my commenters just said, hey, you can alert enemies and aggro them towards you so you don't have to go into the water. I appreciate that. It's just like those weird little things, you know. You get enough of those, these runs start feeling a little bit smoother. I really appreciate that. Let's look for some bugs. Was I the only one who saw that spear just go absolutely right through it? Oh, he's not playing. Oh, Boar's got hands. Boar's got hands. I could have actually died there. Classic. That was a 2-star. I'm not used to seeing 2-stars on the beginning island. I had assumed, just from playing thousands of hours, the farther away from base you went, like the farther away from starting island you went, the more 2-stars you would see. I'm not saying it's impossible, it's just unusual to see one of them. Anyway. I should be a little bit wary. Don't have any meat in me. Oh shit. Oh, he's pissed. Can't blame him. Oh my god, duel of the fates, duel of the fates. Let's get home. Hearts pumping. Yeah, that's what I love about Deathless. You don't get that literal rush of stupid adrenaline on such a meaningless little encounter on normal runs. You just don't. How could you? You just come back. Whatever. You don't even lose your items. Who cares? Unless it's on hardcore, but it's not really like. I mean, I really respected that. I don't think it's really true hardcore because you end up sitting there like you guys still have everything. There's nothing really missing, more or less. I respect the ambition and all. I think it makes sense if you're like playing with friends and you kind of just want to make it harder, but you kind of have to delete the character in the world to lose. You want to lose the skills. I delete the character just because, like, even though he loses the items and the skills, I think it's just sort of out of respect, you know. Worth a try. Maybe, I wonder if I can sneak and get that second one. They're just kind of like right next to my house. Oh, nope, they saw me. My ass cheeks were clapping. Hardest difficulty. I gained 400 pounds just so my ass cheeks would clap to make this harder game. That's dedication. Okay, what are we looking at now? Can we make that Finewood Bow? Did we get everything we need? I know I'm missing something. I feel kind of dumb about that, but whatever. What am I missing for it? Give me a second. I'm gonna feel so dumb when I figure it out. Yeah, it takes core wood. Right. Oh, that's the second thing that's kind of hard. You gotta run into the dark. You do have to find a dark. Right, you can have all this nice stuff, but if you don't have core wood, then kind of out of luck. Right. Okay. Get some food. Oh, we got a bunch of, oh, that's convenient. Yeah, hell yeah. We don't need these trophies, we're not doing bosses. Cook it all. Cooking it all. Is there enough space for this one? Is this gonna cook? Like it. No, we don't have any items anyway. That's good. That's alright. Did kind of want 2 coal so I get that little bit extra rested. Kind of thinking, yeah, let's get the deer out of here. Let's burn 2 of these so we need that coal. Yeah. This embarrassingly small house. Okay. So this is an ugly ass house. We're gonna have to remove soon anyway when we go to Black Forest, but just so you know, I am aware that this is the ugliest house that's ever existed. Oh, I don't need to burn it. I could just do a raspberry thing. Oh, alright, never mind. You know what? It's food. Might as well just keep it. Food is food. Food is food, not friends, kind of situation. Alright, and then let's actually re-encase the house. God, this is atrocious. $300,000 in the Los Angeles area, though, I will say that. That is a tired joke, but it just rings so true. You're probably wondering, like, was I an architect? Like, did I major in architecture, engineering, like, interior design? And the answer is, yeah. Oh, yeah. One of the best, one of the world's, all these modern angles and curvatures are just part of my style. That's what it's all about. Style. Alright, giddy up. We're picking things up. We're not living in this, we are living in the Stone Age. We've almost done no advancement. I cannot believe I was egged on to do this whole 0.5 times resources. Holy God, I'm an imbecile, but let's do it. Let's frickin' send it. It's just a slow and set. We've done plenty of other Deathless runs on this channel. Not having raids makes it easier, but dear God. Just gotta stay focused. Like, step 1, step 2, goal 1, goal 2. I think goal 2 right now is I'm really thinking about, do we want more Finewood for rested stuff? Oh, here they come. Yeah, I've been kind of waiting for them. Kind of like fighting them from back here, oddly. Let's get that fire going. It kind of scares them off a bit. Kind of a 300 thing where you kind of just you let your house help you so you don't get surrounded and ganked. This stuff is easy repaired, right? You do want that meat, but if you get surrounded at this low-ass level, very high... Again, it's very hard to combat. Like, I understand that I'm not a great player, but really, you do get hit extra hard, you know? And that's a pain. say, you see how the house is taking their hits? They're getting my hits, and the house is taking their hits. So that's, yeah, big. I got a big old brain. Oh, spooky. Extra spooky. This is actually a standard ground state. I warned them, you know. If I was like in New Hampshire, I'd go straight to jail, you know. They you know, they don't have any self-defense laws there. They probably do. I don't know the self-defense legislation in New England. Maybe I should. Okay, we got a little bit of meat out of that. We played it safe. That's the game. I think what's great is I'm not gonna ever be making that harder. Like, I'm not looking forward to have it. Like, it's gonna be hard doing the whole iron thing and like all the bronze and all that other nonsense. But like, at least I don't have insane. Like, I do have very high raids, but it's just not the raid itself. It's not gonna be very hard. We might, if we ever get to a point where we actually achieve this goal, I'll go after the bosses for sure. They're not that hard. Just getting there, that's hard. Prepping. And the boss fight is just gonna hide in a World War I trench and hope for the best. I can't remember if I just slept or do I need more? Like, what's the how much Finewood how much Finewood do we need? 10. We just need 10. We kind of have that. Kind of tempted to just never. Let's just go get more wood in general. I think we're kind of just out of wood in general. Yeah. That would make sense to me. Because I want to make another chest, but I can't. Sad life. I'd rather carry around feathers and leaves. Stuff is heavy. Well, at any rate, I might have some luck. I do want to say, I was really happy to see my channel, my other runs. I would like kind of just like coincidentally just be like exploring around. I just run into a great trader like on the coast a couple of times. Like one time I just went straight across the ocean like on a crappy little raft, and the trader was just like right there. I was like, holy god! And it's a huge deal, particularly for raids, because you just have a safe zone that you could run into. Because that bubble, there's no fighting in that bubble. And so for those raids on that channel, and not just, it's above that too. It's also like, you know, having the belt and having all the tools that he gives you. But it was very, I just remember how suspicious it looked. It was like, oh, clearly this dude went on like a map generator site and looked at where the trader was and just beeline straight there. No, I didn't. They just kind of spawned, but I just figured I had, what I can say is that I do usually look at maps, but never the map of, if I'm doing a no map run, I'm not looking at a map of the world. That's what I'm trying to say. Because what I do is I'll generate a bunch of maps and just look at them and just be like, oh, okay, here's the average distribution, the distance from the center that you'll find a trader. Because I do want to know statistically in what direction and how far to go and how many there are. You know what I mean? Because once you run into one, the other ones despawn. So if you didn't notice that you spawned one, you're in trouble. And that's a whole different conversation. So there really was always a possibility like you could spawn him and never find him because he's so deep in the middle of nowhere on some island that you just sailed past, right? But I was really lucky on those other runs. So I don't know what's going to happen on this run. We might never find the trader. That is a real possibility. I'm hoping I see it. I'm hoping it's on a coast. But it's really possible. Because they don't, I wish they were more, when you really look at the map, they really do not spawn. There's like 3 or 4 in the whole world. And they could be any distance from center. It's so bizarre. For something so essential. But usually, like, that's the thing, if you are playing with a map, if you accidentally spawn it and don't notice it, it'll mark it. You'll see it on your map. And you can just go there and be like, oh, cool. Rant over? Weirdly autismal rant over. Yeah. Let me just keep whacking off. Whacking around the Christmas tree, having a happy holiday. Merry Kwanzaa, everybody. Do want to get that. We do need a little bit more fine wood. So like, I need to upgrade the bow too, because it doesn't do a lot of damage, and it's going to be my best weapon for a long time, to be honest. Oops. Okay, let's try and get this into... Sometimes you can get like kind of like a rock in the right place where... That's not working. Maybe we can just spin this around like that. Oh shit. I kind of didn't expect that. Not complaining. Do you think Odin's watching me just like, oh my god, we're screwed? Of all the mongrels that have actually picked to be the custodian, the janitor of this world, he found me. They're up there in Valhalla, placing bets. I wouldn't bet on myself. I'm not sitting here thinking, yeah, I got a shot. Oh yeah, I'm gonna run to the swamps, find some iron, a bunch of iron really fast, and then make a bunch of really sweet stuff. No, I'm gonna get to Black Forest, beg a troll to smash some material for me, and then get absolutely ganked by like 6,000 little monsters, and it's gonna be embarrassing, and I'm gonna cry. And then I'm gonna come back the next day and do another run. And on 0.5 times, and this is why I did 3 times resources on those other YouTube channel videos I was making. They were really sweet videos, by the way. The editing just got better and better. Still gotta figure out, I don't know, audio is just so weird. Why is it so finny? Sometimes I'm too quiet, or sometimes the game's too quiet, or whatever. Oh, there we go, okay, sick. Just that little bit of extra Finewood, just needed it. 6. All that work for 6 Finewood, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Super immersed, super realistic. Yeah, y'all can talk if you want. Don't feel shy. I don't check all the time because I don't have 2 monitors. I'm not some rich boy streamer. But I will look at that stuff. I might make a... Those wood tower shields are not the worst later on. We got 1, we got 2, we got... Can I make any other? Oh, we can make a deer rug, I suppose, couldn't we? Oh, no, we couldn't. Haha. JK. Oh, we got loads of wood now. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love to see it. We wanted to make a house that didn't suck ass, right? Or did we want to go find... I'm kind of wondering about just dipping. Because we're not really tied down here, right? Just take everything we can carry, run over to the Black Forest. Because again, we don't need to remember where the starting area is. We could look for beehives on the way kind of thing. I think just go in this direction, more or less. Until we find a Black Forest and then just play it safe. Kind of just waiting for morning to do that. Yeah, I think we should do that. I genuinely think we should do that. Am I a crazy man? Have I lost it? What we can do is, I kind of want to pack everything up. Sort of, kind of. Alright. Stupid ass house. Wood isn't terribly difficult to come by. So I don't mind if that's the weight I have to end up leaving behind. All this stuff, all this material. It's tedious, but this is usually just a rested hut. Typically what you do is you spawn, you sprint towards the Black Forest, make a safe base, and that's what I usually do, but I'm an imbecile and so I'm rusty and I haven't done a Deathless Run in a while. Taking a shit on my table. Adorable. That's why we can't come back here. I just shit in the house. It's a valid reason. That's a good reason. Of all the reasons, that's a pretty good reason. Let's pick up the Finewood. Let's get all the important stuff, and then we're gonna just break everything and leave. I mean, it might be nice to have a rested location here. Like having these little huts, kind of isn't the worst, but we're not gonna be coming back. So I mean, not really a point. Yeah, just go find a Black Forest with this daylight that we got. just don't have a lot of carry weight, so it's like might as well. It's better to leave sooner than later. If you feel me. Coal, great. Is there anything else we need? Did I get that? Did I ever get that chest? Oh, right. Yeah. Well, that was clever. Just if you see that stupid menu, it's because I need to change my settings because I'm an idiot. I'm basically. Let's see. Oh, because I deleted the crafting table. Right. Yeah. I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll definitely be the world first to do Valheim on this difficulty without dying. Oh yeah. Good start. Good start. We're breaking everything so we can see. Okay. Here we go. Let's make a couple of these. Just to sort of get ourselves sorted. Well, that's the most biggest priorities. You feel me? Some of the things might like roll down the hill or whatever. Like what is this? Oh, we don't need that. Doesn't look like it. Okay. And we want to get going as soon as possible. I think it's this wood. We can't bring all this wood, right? The stone, just because it's kind of hard to come across. The flint and the stone, I'm kind of just tempted to keep. Oddly. We need at least 10, right? Yeah, let's just do it like that. Other heavy garbage. We don't need that anymore, right? Okay. No big deal. So yeah, we can get 2 campfires out of that. One for heating the house, one for cooking. Fine with me. Let's go find a new home. And you're asking, what did we accomplish with all that? Well, we got a little spear, we got a little Finewood, enough for a bow, enough for some rested status, all that. That's basically beginning game. The one mistake was not setting up camp immediately by Black Forest, but I did kind of run around a bit, and we just didn't see one. That happens. I mean, not these worlds are just built super randomly. Beehive, beehive, beehive. Sometimes they're right here. Shame. I keep that music off. Like, I just love immersing myself in the world. The music. I've been noticing doing it like on Hogwarts Legacy, on like a lot of games now. I'm just turning off music because I think the natural we've gotten to a point with games where like the natural ambiance is really good. I like that there's I might be able to get a few wolves here, so at least I have that prepped, and then I can go hunt. You know, those Fenrirs or whatever, those big werewolves, so I can make myself a coat to deal with the cold. That makes me really nervous because you need silver to make a cape for the cold, but I don't want to go that way. I want to make the Fenrir cape because you don't need silver. That silver hunt can be devastatingly hard. I think it'd be easier to just do it with. Yeah, you feel me? I'm just rambling at this point. Oh my god, it is so nice to allow myself, because when I was playing the other Deathless no map, no portal mode, like I'm sitting there like, where the hell am I 90% of the time? I spent so many hours just trying to find the original boss stones. I could go off in any direction right now, no harm, no foul, nobody would care. Now I'm starting to feel concerned because I think I ran the wrong way. It's starting to feel a lot like there isn't a Black Forest on this island. And that would be concerning because then I'd have to make a raft and risk serpents. That would be concerning, yeah. That'd be really concerning. That's where you're like, oh man. So, because I've gotten in this situation where like I just didn't know where Ecthir was, so I couldn't get a pickaxe. So then I'm like, well, I'm just getting lost in this game could be unforgiving without a map, which I really like. I think that's exciting. I do want to pick things up as we go. I'll probably have to make a simple shack at some point. takes a little longer, but safer. Flint, not 10. Interesting strategy. I haven't tried Deathless, but I've played a lot of Immersive. I'll find a coast for finding Black Forest and get 10 for a spear, then get a bit of deer armor and food, then Black Forest. Oh yeah. Well, when you're my normal Deathless runs that I would do, I'd be just going absolute ham crazy to get the bronze pickaxe, because I'm also dealing with the very high raids. So yeah, I came up with some dumb ideas that actually started working. Really enabled. Because I'm definitely no pro. I just love this freaking game, dude. It's such a fun game. Let's see if we can't nab some leather while we're here. It's a 1-star. That'd be like, oh my god, that'd be a whole 2 pieces of leather. Oh my god. Okay, come on. That's some leather. All right. Yeah, I thought. Yeah, when that one starts dashing, what can you do? Might need that. I'd love to take more flint with me, but no reason to. Let's get it. This is like the opposite. What would you call like the opposite of just like, oh shit, okay, there he is, he's stuck. Oh, and I don't know if you noticed, I'm terrible at throwing spears. Also, there's a Black Forest. Cute. Love that attack speed, that's great. Yeah, we have a Black Forest here. Very nervous about it. But what that does mean is that that's our core wood. It might not be a very big one, but that's fine with me. So we're gonna run a good ways away, because scary woods and all that. I don't want to start encounters. Again, this is on very hard combat, so I'm sitting here thinking every encounter, every fight could be my last, so better be safe than sorry. I've gotten away with things in the past, but I'm not as sharp as I was when I was playing this every day for hours, editing videos and I've like lost all of that ingrown knowledge. I'm wondering, is this far enough? I don't think so, because I'm really thinking about what happens when a troll comes and I don't have any tools to dig or fortify. I might be safe like right here. Oh look, let's figure the devil, we got ourselves a house. I wonder if it'd be so nice if there's some honey in here. Maybe at least like a chest or something. We gotta scrap this one for wood and build more up here. Alright, tight. So we got our core wood. That's good. And we do not have our honey, unfortunate. The last 2 Deathless runs I've done, very dry on all that stuff. I know that. Oh my god, 6 shot. No, honestly, I've been playing long enough. That wasn't too unlikely. I'm usually pretty good with a bow too, even though the curvature changes with every bow, and as your skill. Like that's the thing, it's hard to get consistent with a bow because as you get better at the bow, the arc changes. That can be kind of confusing, disorienting to say the least. I love this little house. This is lovely. This is just because we don't have a lot of wood, so we kind of need this. This is great. Okay, hell yeah. I am all about this dumb little house. Love it. Let's freaking go. At some point we need actual defenses in case a troll comes, but today is not that day. I don't know what I'm going to do if a troll comes. I have no idea. I guess we'll try to use them to get bronze, I suppose. But I don't have the Xthir thing, right? So stamina is kind of a situation. That's the benefit of doing the bosses, right? Using the terrain is basically the only thing you've got in Deathless Run. That's the only strat that really works. And we don't have that for a while. A little nervous. A little bit nervous. Just say I was nervous because I'm a little bit nervous. you got a nice little house. Big ass. Let's get ourselves a bed and a fire going then. Works for me. Beautiful. Can I join to you? No, it's assault. I would love that. It's really fun to play together. That's not what I'm doing today. I'm kind of doing like a ridiculous one life kind of thing, but it gets kind of brutal. I would love to do. Maybe we could do. I could think of like a group challenge thing I could do for streams, but that's a long way off. I'm not that competent yet. Oh, what I love about these are not actually chests. They've got their own thing going on where you can actually. Like, you know how you can't usually build on a chest? You can kind of build on these. So if you're sneaky, you can kind of fit like a bunch of chests on top of them. Which is great for like a little crafting space. I think I can usually do it like this. Okay. Let's put 3 of these bad boys on them, yeah. I don't have wood. Who needs it? Who needs it? Who needs you? Yeah, people who are like OCD with organization, that is not the way I do things. I dump and I run, and whenever I need something, I just feel like in general, I spend more time organizing than I spend actually grabbing stuff. It's so much easier to just go 1, 2, 3. I'm not working with like the craziest budget either, right? Some coal here, right? That's not the deal. Leather scraps. Ah, yeah, I got some here. Okay. And we're doing the table. And we're doing the chair. Nice little study. That's a great rested bonus for this low. So yeah, so the next goal, what was that? Oh, we need the flint crafting table, right? Something like that. Oh, do we have enough? Yeah, beautiful. There we go. There's a comfort 9. That's what I'm talking about. And we wanted to build this. So that's just wood, right? Let's go chop down a tree. No shame. You know what I could do instead, though? I was mentioning a second ago, we could go down and deconstruct that other house. We'll get some stuff for it. I don't know if the 0.5... I don't think the 0.5 resource rate affects it. So deconstructing things might be like just a beautiful way to get resources for a while. But it's rough out here. I need a new way to... What's a key I'm not using that I can set to that bind keyboard and mouse? Because having both of them, mouse 3 and this one, it's kind of nice, but like, am I using one at all? Like, not really. Oh yeah, I am. It's on your... It's up there. I'm not using 12 though, I'll say that much. You know what happens when I've hit 12? Nothing. Yeah, that's our one. I think that's how I had it, and then it reset it for some reason when I reinstalled. Yeah, it's just gonna be equal sign. Okay. It's just a bit weird. Okay, that works a lot better. Yeah. Okay, that's like one headache removed. Very nice. How much wood are we talking? Not bad. Not bad for no effort. I have tried that like little speedrunner strat of catching deer with the cooking station so many times. It's clinically embarrassing. I should seek help. Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. I really would love to play with people, especially in a solo challenge. I could just like make you farm for me, but no, that would defeat the point. It's not a group effort, unfortunately. I just don't want to, like, the reason I'm doing 0.5 resources in the first place is because I had haters in the comments being like, hey, that's not the hardest difficulty, when I was like, super hard, mega deathless challenge. People were like, that's not the hardest. I'm like, oh shit. Kept me up at night. Absolutely kept me up at night. So if I had other people, I wouldn't want to go the whole series and they'd be like, well, you had help, so it doesn't count. People love picking, you know, these types of people, they love misery. They live for misery. They live to see other people miserable. Alright, here we go. Maybe it's me. I say them, but it's me. I want to be miserable. Yeah, alright. I don't want to build it outside because I hate when I get attacked and then I have to rebuild them. I never know what broke. Yeah, this is really exposed out here, isn't it? We can make another flint spear, which would be great for hunting deer. That's really tempting. Let's work on that. I mean, on that note, we might as well just work towards the bow, though, right? Which, this is where I start to get a little nervous. We got some okay food, right? Bring some of those. We have an okay axe. I think, yeah, flint will cut. Flint will cut it. You don't need a lot. How much? I wouldn't mind just making the one because it's so powerful for defense. I think it might just be 10 core wood. I'm not totally certain. I think, yeah, 10 core wood, do 2 deer hide, 10 fine wood. So we should have just barely enough. Good God. It's basically middle of the day. Okay. They do gang up on you super fast. If I'm correct. I remember kind of running across this because it was in that direction, right? I can hear the crows. We're gonna try and stake them out, right? So we're just looking for where's the closest core wood that we can just run in and pick off. Because for some reason they really do know how to find you. Horrible little creatures. Horrible little creatures here. Yeah, see, there's a great orc Thor. I don't even want to fight a single one of them. I want to get the core wood and leave without a single fight. If anybody's ever been in the Black Forest, you know how hard that can be. Because they swarm you as soon as they can. I hate that music. I hate that music. I'm so scared. Oh, I'm so spooked. Oh, shit. Yeah. I told you. Told you. Nope. Not today. Ooh, beehive. That's big. Oh, that's just a gray ling. Hey, that beehive, though, right? Why not? I think I might build a hit from here. See this? Yes. Did. Oh, poisoned. Whatever. That honey is very valuable. It's probably the most we're going to get for a while. Oh shit. Oh, carrot seeds. Not the worst. I think you could hear that fighting behind me, which means it's time to go. It's really just time to go. Nothing else to be said. I almost kind of like this cliff situation I've got. If I do get hit by a troll, they're kind of scared of these little heights. I might be able to escape him a bit by running around here, or I just exhaust myself and he kills me. Also very possible, but like, just in general trying to think of ways I can get away. Kite him through some difficult areas. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, some honey. A beehive. Let's get that pumping. They kind of also defend you a little bit when you get attacked, right? Like the bees will poison things to some extent. So if you got like 12 of these things out in a row, you almost have a little bit of defense. You do lose the honey, but they kill it. Yes, it is what it is. Give me the money, give me money, give me money. Money. More money, more problems. I'm just kind of scouting around the side saying where's the quickest in and out we can go and grab some core wood. It's more complicated than it sounds when you can get virtually one-shot by everything. It's the kind of thing where, like, the torch does come in handy for it, though, because that does usually, you know, they'll throw rocks, but the torch really does scare them off pretty good, I will say. See that? Torch runs them right off. That was one of the things I was very fond of in my other Deathless Run. Torcho. With that in mind, yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about, like, my muscle memory. Like, I just totally forgot about the torch. Huge deal. Totally forgot. But we're back, baby. That will make the core a lot easier. And then it's just trolls and skellies, which those are not the worst. I mean, they're literally the worst, but I'm trying to be optimistic, you know what I mean? Eat you. You also don't want to be leather scrap starved. That's never fun. Let's get some wood cookers up, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. Tight. We're gonna need that meat. 0.5 resource rate. Let's go. Difficult, lemon difficult. There's literally no defenses I can build that would protect me from a troll attack. But I need a troll. That's why you want that Finewood Bow, right? Like, if you have a Finewood Bow, you can kill anything, no matter how much time it takes. Although the crowd of Greylings does not help, but having the torch does. Just that stamina. We're not gonna have a lot of stamina, pretty much ever. That's one of the rough things. It might be better to stack up on stamina all the time rather than meat. Like 3 stamina, just so I could have a little bit better of a chance running away. It's also nice to be able to tank hits, right? So, kind of a catch-22. Let's get back to that core wood tomorrow. Just thinking of what I want to have fuel up on. We got 35 there, 15 there, 20 there. Yeah, that might be the best. Let's do it like that. Nice. Let's get it. Let's get it. Ollie oxen free. I never knew what the hell that meant. I think that was those you yell it like in Marco Polo or like a kid's game, like tag or something. I forget which one. Ollie oxen free. What? Why do kids yell that? I can't remember. And I don't even know where the hell did it come from. Who said that? What kind of a person? Oh, is it gonna rain today? I'm feeling rain. Y'all feeling rain? I'm feeling rain. This is like a rain day. Oh, you need something? You need to do something dangerous and scary? It actually hasn't rained once. That's kind of why I'm saying that. That's like, it's actually odd that it hasn't rained once. I'm not complaining, but it's odd. Right, it's over here, not there. That 15-minute rest, you can't look me in the eye and tell me that's not amazing. I love watching them just eat shit like that. It's beautiful. We do that. We need that spear practice, you know. Okay. It's a regular 1-star grade order. I don't love it, and that's what we do that for. Okay, yeah, we got some trees here. Let's just... Quick. There's a tomb over there, which... What does that mean? That means... You know what that means. You know what that means. I know what that means. You know what that means. It means that there's skeletons. It means every second counts right now. What's hitting me? Oh, we got a boat. We got a boat. This is a bad situation. See what I'm talking about? We got some core, but kind of at a cost. They're fighting. I think they're fighting the skeletons. I'm dodging. They're fighting. I think this is hell. Just kind of keep an eye. When are they throwing? Don't have all the stamina in the world. We have a little bit of core, but we don't have a lot. Definitely not 10. 1. Oh dear God. We have 1 core wood. I mean, we got like attacked though. You know what I'm saying? That's me sitting there thinking, man, I'd rather leave. I don't want to be there anymore. One at a time. We're gonna go one at a time until we get to 10. Part of it though is like that tree is already fallen, but there's a lot of heat right there. We know that for sure. Dodgy stuff, and that's where that meat comes in, because if I'm standing around just maybe I don't want all stamina, you know? Tough call. Maybe I want 3 meat. Are you not confident to melee trolls? Once you get their attack pattern down, it's pretty easy to fight the melee. Yeah, it's not that it's hard, it's just the slip-ups. If you fight 50 trolls, think about how many slip-ups are possible in that time period, right? Like, it's just, I'm just thinking from statistics. It doesn't really matter how good you are. One slip-up or like maybe the world save at the wrong time, you're dead. You just put in 50 hours just to save 2 seconds. Like, it's definitely like I've been Elden Ring, no problem. Come on, you know, I've played my games, you know, I know how to fight. I'm okay with, pretty good with timing, no big deal. But yeah, it's more about statistics, like what's likely to happen over time. It's usually not, because like the troll, even with like decent armor, a good troll hit on very hard will absolutely flatten you. You got all the good armor in the world, you can still get flattened on very hard combat. It's kind of funny how that works. Can I not repair my torches? Right, yeah, you can. Let's go try another one. Different direction. Let's try over here. Maybe we can get some more core wood. Terrifying. So you walk through those first two trees and you just see like immediately 5 or 6 gray dwarfs and whatever else and skeletons. Just like an army just constantly waiting for you to step over the threshold. It's really irritating. Like look at these. They're just waiting. There's 3 of them just sitting right there, just waiting to murder you. Nothing personal. And if you walk too far around, all of a sudden you're kind of lost. That's why coast isn't the worst way to go. They do tend. Oh, here we go. We got a little bit of a core wood tree over here. Some sort of, by the coast, you also not being surrounded by 360 by forest. So in terms of like spawning, you might have a chance, but they usually will. What just hit me? What the hell? Oh, that's really. Is there a tomb? There's a tomb, of course. And they're killing. Oh my god. Oh, there's another tomb. Holy god. One of the things I should have mentioned is that you can switch to your hammer and back to weapons without having to like have that delay. It's an instant like. Well, at least they're clearing out those guys. I'll take that. I'll take it. Let them handle that. A little meet and greet, huh? There's a lot of tombs though. That'll be beautiful in a minute, but not right now. You know what I'm saying? There's a little castle there. That means that there's going to be people. Alright, let's try to stealth kill this tree. I'm absolutely terrified. I don't know if you can tell. Absolutely terrified. I think it's just because I have died so many times and the Black Forest doing just exactly this. One stray arrow. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Ooh. How did they know I was here? They came so far. What the hell? You know? We got 3 skeletons. Oh shit. This is definitely the point where I'm like, okay, let's lure them into things. Oh yeah, now we got the boar, we got the skeleton. Cool. Not loving it, but that's the way she goes. Yeah, all that work just for one cord. I don't know if you see what I'm dealing with here. It's not even like, oh, I'm afraid to, it's not that I'm afraid to stand and fight. It's just like, damn, dude. I appreciate you, boy. I appreciate you. You had my back when it mattered most. Violent. I can probably whittle him down with the spear. Again, it's not about tact. I'm not nervous about melee typically, but I think I also want a shield if I'm actually going to try to. I'm trying to make a shield real quick. Why not? What do I need for that? Wood tower is 6 scraps. Do I have 6 scraps? I do have 6 scraps. Those bees are paying their rent. That's what I'm telling you. Alright, let's hope for the best here. Oh, I got poisoned. Okay, that seems reasonable. Yeah, it's kind of... Yeah, they have more health and they do more damage. That's what I don't love. So I took off my tunic at some point. Pro move. Also lost all the honey that was cooking there. Whatever. I'm alive. Ha ha ha. I can't touch this. And I got some bones. Who's the idiot now? Let's see this, my friends. It's a derivation of all ye all come free. You said after you had passed on it tag to someone else in a game of hide and seek. Oh, thanks for Casey Samurai. Beautiful shit. I'm gonna give you a little. God, I'm old as hell. How the fuck do I react? I'm gonna give it like a big old heart symbol. No idea. I have no idea how to do that. I don't think you can. It's not Telegram. Anyways, Casey Samurai, big shout out for tag. It's tag. I had it on right on tag. Appreciate that. So part of the challenge, 0 Armor Valley. Are you? Oh man, I'm catching strays right now. Oh yeah, no, I know, I understand that like doing shit in the forest with sound will attract them. Yeah, I mean, I don't link it one-to-one, but yeah, when you start fooling around. Sorry, I had like a frog in my throat. Ribbit. So yeah, so we learned a little bit about that game, and we learned about the sound. Sound is big, I understand that. I'm a little bit like brainlit, so things I remember, sometimes I forget, but I hear you about the sound. That is really important. It is very important. Spooked me there. Still spooks me. What am I thinking about doing? I'm thinking about getting more cordwood. Right. A lot of confidence here. That's what I'm telling you. Just one, we're just chipping at it one at a time. I don't want to go back there, even though I've done a little bit of damage. Truthfully, I just know that they're there still. Yeah, see, look at him. He's coming out. They really are a long ways out. And we know that there's another bone. We know there's another burial chamber right there. There's like 4 chambers right here up along the edge, which is really good, but also really bad. If we had Stagbreaker, we'd be getting somewhere. Oh, here comes the storm. Called it. Well, this is kind of good, because it's getting kind of late, so we can sleep, we can wait out the storm, we can come back to it. Yeah, the Corewood challenge is always weirdly frustrating. One of the things I do when I'm, like, if I died right now, what I would immediately do, make a flintwood axe, run and get the Corewood, and then if you die in that process, like, whatever, just try it again. You basically just rush it instead of building, finding the honey, building slow, making the spear, like, just skip all that stuff. Usually rushing core is such a good scrap because you don't have to, like, you know, be like all bummed out when you die. As stupid as that sounds, because it seems like such a simple ingredient, and it really is. It really is, unnecessarily. There we go. Get this like MMO mouse. Let's go. We're just trying to make a fire right now. Or a little bit of a cover for a fire. suppose this should do. Hopefully. Is that gonna work? Yeah, there we go. Simple ones. I'm wet. Okay. Let me look at the chat. All good. Everything's good here. I really do need another monitor so I can like read in real time. Y'all are very helpful. Y'all got some real good advice. I could definitely use it. Somebody was just like the two things I just learned recently were like the whole thing about you can get Fenrir's cloak instead of going for the. I thought it was only Locke's cape. I mean, I knew that object existed and I know it had things, but like I don't connect the dots for what I need. So commenters are so good with that kind of stuff. Let's see. Yeah, I feel good. I think it's just, you know, you don't really have to worry about what you're carrying because if you die, you die. Is it a no? Is it a 0 armor value? I think that's the thing though. It's like 1 is not going to do a lot for me, but that was funny that you said that. It's not a no. It's not a 0 armor challenge. There's no reason for that kind of masochism in this house. Where it's already very hard. So like that's the thing. 1 armor is already kind of worthless. That's why I'm not too tuned into it. Also, it's also skin colored, so it's the way I like it. Shocking stuff. I might be able to kite them into the. I got some bones here. Might be helpful later on. Maybe we'll kite them into the skeletons. Because at that point, you kind of get your cake and eat it too. Yeah, we had already broken this up. Ow. That hurt, dog. Alright. That might be enough. Because I knew we had broken. I wasn't sure how much was there. 7. Now it's not enough, of course. But we do know that there's another lock. I might be able to kite them, though, to those skeletons. It's a bit of a dangerous maneuver because those archers target on. What do? You roll, I suppose. We're going to bring them over to the skeletons. And let that be a naturally resolving problem. Okay, we got, is there any skeleton archers? Those are immediately our biggest problem. Okay. 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 Yeah, those skeletons hit oddly hard. Yeah, they killed him. I'll tell you that much. I can hide in the burial chamber if I want to get this aggro off. I might do that. And there's like a there's a core wood right here I can grab. So we get rid of their aggro, hide in here real quick. Okay. Using these like little instances is great. Although there can be archer skeletons right down there sometimes, and they get ya. I'm just gonna give it a minute. Just like let them disperse up there. No big deal. I got time. I got plenty of time. That's a level sneaking while we're at it, right? Not sure how much it's leveling it. I'm not going to catch a stray bullet anytime. Probably just keep this out. Oop. Alright, let's level it. Okay. They're running away. You see them running away there? They don't know I exist. That's exactly what you want. Going back home. They're going back home. And again, as soon as I start hitting this, they're going to be coming to me. But we've semi-cleared this. Oh, we got a spawner over there. Very nice. So let's zoom out again because they're going to be coming for me. They are definitely going to be hearing this. Yeah, I see that. I think we might just do that. We might just use the burial chamber. I didn't expect to have a cleared burial chamber to do something this mental, but we can just run back and forth as much as we want, I suppose. Oh, smart. I might be able to just burn them too. Burn damage does something. Not a lot, but something. I think it's just the 2 1-stars right there. I don't love it. Why not seek the leather armor, which is like 6 armor value? It's just too low. It's just too low, lad. Yeah. You aren't wrong, but it's just too low. It just doesn't do enough for me. Not enough bang for the buck. Alright, they're not looking for me anymore. I'm just gonna keep sneaking here. Seems like they've run off back home a bit, right? Yeah, we're just gonna just go for this core wood step by step. Oh my god, yeah, this is 0.5 times horrendous. I knew it would be hard, but holy good god. Okay, there's some more. We should be able to make a actual, yeah, I think we can actually make one. We'll get some for the road while we're at it. A few other things we need, like Stagbreaker and just upgrades to the bow. I believe it's this way. Yeah, so what I was saying earlier is if you switch to your hammer, then you can switch to the axe without having to like stop and take it out. There's like a little animation that slows you down running. It's kind of dangerous, kind of sketch. Oh. Trying to scare him away. I got a little fan club. That's cute. I should bring these over to the skilly. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, they'll disperse. Look at these fellas. Persistent. Nothing if not persistent. Okay. A little bit concerned. A little bit awkward here. I'm going to get my Finewood Bow and absolutely just slaughter them. That's kind of what I'm thinking to do. Should have enough for that. Maybe. Can't say for sure. Alright, so what do we need? We need exactly 2 dehyde. What do we got? Oh yeah, we should have it right there. Okay, gas. Okay, gas. Let's kill some fools. Let's just absolutely kill some fools. And as far as an upgrades go, it's 2 deer hide, 5 core. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's come out hot with that. Nice. Need like a little outpost where I can like safely sort of camp them. Just hide inside, wait for a bit more stamina. We might just camp in here. That's the thing, you even kind of have to prioritize the gray links just because any of these little bastards can do a lot of damage. Not the greatest aim at the moment. Talking myself up a minute ago. It's failing me. Oh man, they keep poisoning. That is the worst place for a beehive when they can poison me like that. That's one. That's one. Alright. Just shotgun them. Just get them right up. There we go. Eat it. Well, at least they're not going to harass me over there because I'm trying to kill them now. I have a way to defend myself. I have a way to kill trolls, most importantly. I do need to get that level up. 5, 10, 20. It's big. In terms of damage output. A little house ornament. That's cute. Love it, love it, love it. Fee, 5, 4, 4. Okay, that was a stupid problem to have. We can make some ice cream out of those eyes, just because there's no other use. We still need core wood, and we need... I want to upgrade it a few times. That's before I start pushing for trolls and bronze and all that. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Hoorah. Oh Oh my god, the raid. The very extremely difficult raid. Oh my god. Anything could happen. Welcome. See, look at that, getting stuck in the door, them absolute fools. They do come kind of speedy charging at you, I will say that. Those boars. I love the paint job. Alright, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Giddy up, giddy up. Give me some Viagra. Oh. There. Yeah, that free meat will honestly come in handy for the rest of the game. This is the only raid I'm gonna get, thank God. So when somebody else was telling me, I was reading that you can really avoid the raids because they only spawn when you have a quote-unquote home, which is registered by like having 3 specific items, but not 2. One of them is the workbench, so you can have like 2 smelters and then you break your workbench and you shouldn't get raided. But I think the one with the wolf is that it can happen anywhere at any time, and that's why those are so freaking sketchy. Ugh. Alright, we're gonna go back for more core wood now that we cleared out some of those mobs. We're not getting that Breath of the Wild, Zelda, TOTK, Blood Moon respawning them. I mean, they do respawn, but hopefully we bought some time to get that core, left the rest of the core there. And, you know, we've got a way to defend ourselves to some extent, too. Do we have any more woods that we can... You know what I mean? Get a few more arrows in. No? That's alright. I am ecstatic that we got this bow. This is actually such a big deal, honestly. Really need that. I need to organize this. I don't want to. I hate organizing. It's the worst. Feels a bit rainy. Yeah, let's go back to that one spot we had. Let's put a bit more wood there. We killed everything that was chasing us. Somewhat. What's this? Tight. Feels like the spear should have a bit more range than what it just had a second ago. I don't know if you saw that. It was just like clipping right through his head and body and everything. It's kind of like the point of a spear is to not need to be faced like that. Like that's the only. I understand it's also about height and angle, but that one felt kind of silly. Yeah, I can handle one raid off at a time. Those aren't a problem. So yeah, what was it? It was kind of was back up here. We're putting them down. We're starting to like really clean them up. A little bit more confidence, right? Level 2 dumbass spear. So yeah, it's right through here, and then do we have another skeleton up? Is that what's up? Possibly. Oh yeah, they killed that skeleton. Right, there was that dead skelly. Some blueberries, might as well. Make some good deer stew with that when we get to bronze. Alright, I see what we can do about that core wood. Do we have a section that we didn't get to? No. We can always, I love that I can just run in there and hide if I really, really need to. 65 health, gotta watch that careful. Try not to die. Still kind of like on the edge of my seat, you know. It's just too early to be confident. We also do need wood pretty desperately, so this works. Yeah, that's what I mean about Black Forest. Once you clear out one little section to start farming things, it's not so bad. But we don't really have any tools, right? If you don't have a bow, all you have is that little spear. Clearing it out without dying is oddly harder than it sounds when they can really hit very hard. Even just with those rocks. I don't know if you saw, each of those little pebbles they were throwing was like a third of my health or more. It's just like, how much do you want to risk? I was definitely taking risks that maybe I shouldn't have. Let's be honest, but it's like kind of so early, you might as well. Nobody wants to be stuck in the Corwood phase. Okay, we're at 16. We can go for some more. Stagbreaker was just gonna need a bunch. Always useful to have it. It's like the safest I've ever been hunting this. Maybe I spoke too soon. You could always grow that. I don't like how far away I'm getting though. It's just meadows over there, so it's not too bad. We'll do this last tree and we'll get back. Get our bow a little bit upgraded. It's also worth considering on the next run, because I'm gonna die. Let's face it, I'm gonna die. The next run, we could do the whole bow Corwood thing. The reason you want the bow is that once you get the troll to destroy all that stuff, you need a way to kill the troll, and especially when you have like 0 stamina, this is kind of the only way to kill the trolls with the Finewood Bow, a basic Finewood Bow, upgraded once or twice. That's kind of why you need the bow for the because he just sort of stands there. Otherwise, he doesn't usually lumber off. He kind of just stands there. Also, he's chasing you the whole time, and they really are quick, and they're hard to outrun when you don't have the Fear bonus. So that is going to be a bit dicey, but we'll get there when we get there. All right. So we got some good Corwood. Hell yeah, nice. Let's just take all. I like to do this sometimes where I absolutely just take all. It's a quick way to organize. Really don't need this or this. Take all. Take all. Yeah. Works for me. And when you get those duplicate stacks, it's just clutter, clutter, clutter. Yeah, see, now all of a sudden I've got like a whole free chest. Beautiful. Beautiful. We had those seeds, I almost totally forgot about that. You don't need all of these. Just weight you don't need. I might as well cook those a bit. Some wooden arrows already. We need I'm gonna need like 6,000 of them to take down a troll. One way or the other, we will use them. The thing about troll killing is that really is a bit of a time game. You run out of rested bonus, or you get swarmed by some garbage creatures. And that's the only other reason I can really think of for making better arrows, but. So now we got all that. What do we really need? Do we need more Finewood? We need 10 fine, 10 core. We got deer hide and Finewood. Okay, yeah, we can do a Finewood run. I think we've only got the 3 there. Reasonable. Okay. Nice to get some more. What is that? Well, what do we need here for the yeah, for this scraps, a bunch of scraps, a bit hide, scraps, flint, wood. Actually, let's go find a tree we can smack around a bit for some Finewood while we're thinking about all this. Hopefully spot a deer as well. Now we can actually hunt deer, so that's cool. Big upgrade. I think that's somebody who said that, who did this whole thing. He said the Finewood Bow is kind of your best thing for a long time. And I respect that, but I might, because we're doing Deathless, I might invest a little bit more time in defense and offense. Almost took my head off. And I'm actually no closer to getting this down. I don't know if you saw that. We might only want to hunt oaks simply because they're the only thing of anything of any value. There should be some in the area. Let's look. Because you only get like 3. You work so hard and you get like 3 Finewood. It's just ugh. Puke fest. Y'all feel me? I think there might have been one out in that valley up there, that meadow. Let's peek. I love sleeping. I love waking up knowing I got a full day ahead of me without no bowl. It's my favorite. It makes me so excited. Give me a big old oak. Yeah, there we go. Do you see him jumping? He jumping. So, I think we need the deer scraps anyway, so I'm fine with it. What's annoying is I'm gonna have to drag something all the way towards it. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, we're gonna have to knock down a few trees and then run it all the way over. Okay, no big deal. Like, I'm just like, are they even gonna make it there, you know? Alright. These little trees. Okay. Come on. Show me the money. This probably won't generate any sound, right? Oh, so close. Come on. 0.1. Let's go. Big numbers. Only big numbers allowed. Alright. That always had to. We both know that had to happen. Click. Yeah, I feel like that one should have done some damage. Anyway. Yeah, we're kind of just getting that Finewood Bow was actually massive. Now we're a little bit better defended. Basically, we reached godhood recently. That's big for this channel. And myself, personally. It's done wonders for my relationship. Ah! Such a caveman activity. My god. I like that when you like kind of walk on top of it and just suddenly stops. What is blocking it? What just... Is it just this like little hill? What the hell? The number values seem so random. Like when you run over top of it and it just takes a chunk of your health. Love it. This is like actually the number one reason I didn't listen to the haters and I kept it on 3 times for so long. With very similar settings, except we were also doing bosses. People really liked it. Like the little videos I edited and uploaded, people kind of enjoyed it. They just said it was like really casual and interesting to watch. And because I would usually skip a lot of this boring nonsense. Or I would just kind of like upload it, the whole thing anyways, and then I'd make highlight videos just saying here's the progress, here's what happened. I had a good amount of followers for a minute. It was just 1 month and I got 100 subscribers. That was nuts. I was like, that's kind of cool. That's like sustainable. And then just like a bunch of personal stuff happened. And by personal, I mean I realized how bad the wolf raids are. And they didn't kill me. It was just on a different account. But I was like, oh my god, this is awful. This is never gonna happen. Hey, we did without yeah, we did without having to get more. Nice. I love that. Big old Bertha over here. I'm not liking that I'm getting so close to where those skellies were previously. Yeah, you see them there. I think I'm getting flanked on both sides. Did it hurt him? Huh. Just run it into the woods. Nothing is stopping us. This is stopping us. Probably time to sleep too, but that'd be a waste of a morning. We're gonna go spend that with you guys, though. That was the idea. Yeah, now I'm kind of wondering about just classing some trees on it. This isn't working. Noble effort, you know. Alright. Three times there's 0.5 only affect time investment, not necessarily difficulty. It takes longer, which I guess means more opportunity for something to go wrong, but not really harder. Yeah. That's what I felt when I was just kind of casually just making the channel and just saying let's try out these, because it was brand new at the time. Nobody else was doing any kind of difficulty related content. I was like, let's do a Deathless Run at like super max difficulty, because even the trial of tier that they came out with really wasn't the same. I think it was like either you could use portals or you could use your map, or you could, you know, it wasn't very hard combat. It was hardcore, but it wasn't like difficult, right? And the only thing that was the whole thing about the resources. And then I had people in the comments saying, actually, you're not playing on the hardest difficulty if you have 3 times resources. I was just like, man, I'm just scaling up to max. Relax, we're just having fun. But now we are. I ain't gonna get none of those comments this time around. Kind of like, because I kind of just beat Tears of the Kingdom, and I did a whole Cyberpunk thing. We beat Starfield, so I'm kind of like, what else is there to do? I just like talking to people too and learning about the game. Oops. I'd also been thinking, like, at certain stage, should I, like, if I get to, like, silver, like, say I get a full set of silver, do I count that as, like, a checkpoint? Nah, people would complain, they say it's not really deathless. I did consider it for a second. And that's why I want to stream all of this, so people know, like, oh, he's not, like, thinking, my god, if that's the way I die. Classic Friday night, though. We'll come back to it. Oh shit, it's like midnight here. Come give me some sleepy eepies. Ooh, hey, the old man still got it. I keep thinking I have a hat on, but it's actually just my stupid ass haircut. I don't know if you can see that. So I didn't... You know, I kind of made him, like, tan. You can go back and see, I didn't make him a black man, but I'm realizing now that he is a black man. I thought he was just tan. Yeah, see, now he looks more like Mediterranean, but... I don't remember making him, like, I have nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with being a black man. I feel like I need to say that. That is the official policy of my channel. I want to really emphasize that. I'm just going to shut right the hell up. Oh shit, it's raining? Juicy. What do we want to do for food? One of these, one of those, one of these, and one of those. You're kind of bummed. I don't not love. I'm not huge on that. Shocking stuff. I know. Oh, we already filled it up. Word. We got all this wood. We might as well just make a few more chests here. Yeah, see what I'm talking about? You can use this little bottom chest as like a table for more chests. As dumb as that sounds. Kind of nice. Just like to have the option. Alright, this works for me. The torch is doing fine. Yeah, at least we're just kind of messing around in the woods, so we're not going off into anywhere dangerous, not running far away. That's fine. This is a good little activity. Might hunt for some deer after this, though. We've been working on this for like 2 days now, this one log. I don't love that. Okay, we got this one over here. That's what we're doing. Let's ram it. That was a satisfying hit. That was a nice thud. Hey, broken two. What that means is we can start using them on each other. Which is great. Oh, we can use them on ourselves and use 38 damage instantly. Even though it didn't noticeably hit us at all. Sick. Big wins. That's like the ADHD superpowers. I can just talk like an imbecile for hours. Just absolutely just rolling. All that Ritalin I took earlier clearly had no effect. We're gonna go sit a little bit safer with this smaller one. Those big ones can just kill you once real quick. I guess we could push this uphill. So it might be worth to make like a spawner. I saw that Grey Dwarf spawner below. I might consider making a spawner out of it or something. Those are really cool. Infinite wood, basically. I'm not sure how dangerous they are to set up. They're probably safe. What could go wrong? It's usually when you get them to roll over another tree, that's where you start getting all those collisions. Oh shit. Yeah, I meant to do that. The weather is static across all worlds. It is by biome and it's the same in every world. So for instance, day 2 is always foggy and that. So you can look it up. Oh, word. Okay, I didn't know that. That's a beautiful little thing, isn't it? I did not feel that way. I feel like it usually would rain a lot faster. Not just that opening screen, because I don't know if you noticed, we had like 3 or 4 days of just clear skies right off the bat here. It's interesting you say that, though. I believe it. I know wind isn't consistent. Wind is another. There's probably a calculator somewhere, though, for it. Everything is just an algorithm at the end of the day. I'd say wind is really the bigger problem in general. Yeah, what are we doing? Oh yeah, we're upgrading the Finewood Bow, right. Is that just a rock? Should be able to push it over. Weather's always the same in every world. It's on the sketch book. That's interesting. I did not know that. That seems odd. It seems like they might... Why wouldn't they just randomize that? I believe you, but that does seem odd. Feels like something I should have noticed by now, too. Made a lot of worlds. When is it also consistent? It just changes every 2 hours? 2 game hours, yeah. Yeah. Word. Everybody, you just know that no matter what, it's always going to be against you. Where are we at on it? What, 12? Yeah, all that work for 12 Finewood, by the way. That's... Give me that 3 times. Mm-hmm. I think when I get to, like, to Mist... Maybe that'll be, like, the rewards for Mistlands, is, like, we set it to normal, because Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? Or how about we do it like this? If I get out of a biome, as soon as I get to the next stage of progression, and I might write out what I think are fair stages of progression. If I do it once on 3 times, I'm happy. And then once we get to that next stage, once we get to that, so like for example, let's say the first stage of progression here is, I don't know, getting full silver. There's really only 2 things: Mistlands stuff and mountain silver. So if we get to full silver, we turn it to normal. Like, not immediately. I'm saying like if we get to silver and then we go for Mistlands and die in Mistlands, we put it on normal until we get back to silver again. Because we've already done that. We've already done the grindy crazy shit. And then once we get, and then if we get all the Mistlands set and all that stuff, and we start thinking about bossing. Yeah, so I guess it would really just be 1 checkpoint. So we put it on normal. The next time I die, if I get a full set of silver, kind of a thing. See what I'm saying? Oh my god, did you see that? Oof. Got pinched. That was a rough one, too. Alright. A beautiful looking game, though, at least I'll tell you that much. It's just crazy. I feel like I've been playing this game for so long, but I'm still like the least knowledgeable player. It's absolutely driving me nuts. And I have a few tricks up my sleeve, but goddamn, you know what I mean? It feels like everybody else has every like little tip and trick immediately available, and I don't. It's crazy to me. I think maybe I just am bad at learning. Maybe I straight up have a learning disability. There's no shame in that. Yeah, the real crux of the series isn't, is it possible for a person to do a deathless, no-boss run of Valheim? The real crux of this series specifically is, can a learning disabled person, I literally do take ADHD meds, can a learning disabled person play Valheim? That's the real, yeah, that's the real thing that we're doing. Give me some fat honesty. Let's see if we can make like a little cooking hut. Kinda feels like we can. Oh, no, there we go. Tight. No, things are going well. Things are going really well. We got some good shit here. We got plenty of fine. Plenty. Literally using that word. What's the best way to stack chests up? Obviously, again, no, we're not sorting. Like, I don't know if I made that clear earlier. Absolutely 0 sorting is allowed in this house. Oh shit, we just use it all. Okay, so we got our Finewood, we got our Corewood. Where are we in leather? Because I could just straight up upgrade it right now, but then we would lose that resting bonus. Kinda tempting. Really wishing it was time that we could sleep. I also feel to some extent that I am literally just stalling having to deal with trolls and farming that. That bronze pickaxe is just such a crushing moment when it doesn't work. Such a crushing moment. It takes so much too, is sort of the problem. You also have to get cores, and cores are another whole piece of the puzzle where it's like, how the hell? Oh yeah, right. That's exactly why I want these. I'm an imbecile. I should have been. I think I only dropped like 1 or 2 of them, but I do need those. deer trophies because we are gonna try to make Stagbreaker because that's the only way you can clear out those little dungeons. So we need 5 of those, 2 leather scraps. And we should just go hunt some deer today. I think that's what I'm kind of thinking. Because we got 2 here. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just hunt some deer. That needs some more fire. And let's get rested, that rested bonus up, because we got a good amount of, like level 9, I think. And we're going to turn it, we're going to upgrade the bow so we can at least do some more damage to those, like, 2-star creatures. Yeah, it's not a bad plan. But we need a lot of leather just to upgrade the workbench. Okay. Oh, did I have enough at the end of the day? What? Something feels wrong. So crazy. Take it. Let's get some more food with us. Or we're probably going to go out on a bit of an adventure. Let's go. Let's do it. I would probably be making leather armor, obviously, if it was on 3 times, but it's not in the mood. Gotta kill what's around you first, what's already spawned. Just turn the texture down just for this. Oh, is it a foggy day? Ooh, it's always the foggy days when you want to hunt. I don't know, I could probably look up like a spreadsheet of what day is what weather, but it kind of takes the magic out of it. I kind of love that weather surprise. Like, I'm playing on 1 life just because it is more immersive. Like, I just hate playing games where, like, death is treated, like, so casually. Like, there's nothing really punishing about losing in any game ever. Like, those old games from, like, the 90s, those text-based games, where everything is, like, in that ASCII, where, like, your character's a little @ symbol wandering around. They punish you. When you die, you just have to start the entire game over. And that was, like, the standard until somebody was like, hey, why don't we just do checkpoints or saves? And that was cool, but, like, I think the magic of a game is really the idea that you're part of this, you're a real part of the story. And being a real part of the story means having severe penalties for getting your brain smashed out by a troll club. Let's see, is it right in the middle? Let's see. I still got it. I still got it. I still got it. I saw a little skelly something wandering in here. I saw some spooky stuff. So we're gonna leave right away. I'm a coward at heart. I might as well get comfortable with fog too, because we're gonna be going to Mistlands like an imbecile in silver gear with absolutely nothing useful. So fog is gonna be our friend. Good camouflage. Did not see that. Am I getting ganked up on already again? That's annoying. I got things to do, my guy. 1 leather, all that, just for 1. Okay. Alright. Don't mind the garbage on the floor. Hi. We're going tit for tat here. Leveling that bow skill is going to come in handy later. I'm not going to be killing, I can tell you this much, I'm not killing a troll with no goddamn spear. Not happening. Ain't happening. In theory, you could make like 15 spears and just keep hucking them. I haven't brain damaged myself enough for that though. You really could, you know what, if we come back for this, you know what we're going to do? We're going to make a bunch of spears. We're going to come immediately just rush pickaxe, and we're gonna make a bunch of spears and we're gonna rush pickaxe. I think that's what we're gonna do if I die. It's really not a bad way to go. We make 10. We just fill the hot bar up with spears. You make a little base by Black Forest. You just run around until you get a troll. Have them smash the piss out of some, copper and tin. Hope for the best. Then you use that pickaxe to get iron when you have a Stagbreaker to look for it. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do next time. We're going to skip all this nonsense I've been doing with the Finewood Bow and the core wood and the house and the food and all this. You know what? We're just going to go right for the... And we're going to die. And then we're going to die again. And then we're going to die again. We're going to do it 15 times until we finally get that pickaxe, and it's going to feel so good. And then we're going to die and do it again. Because, you know... At some point I probably had a burst aneurysm. That's probably why. So I'm totally lost. I have no idea where my house is. The game is over. GG. I have a Finewood Bow. Oh! He didn't see it. He didn't hear. He didn't hear. He didn't hear. He heard nothing. Nice. Alright. Oh, hey, not my house. I should probably get the hoe out. Yeah, I was using, like, trails. I was making trails before. That was, like, a really smart idea I had once, where I was doing trails when I was, like, deep. I would spawn deep in the woods, and I'd be like, damn, what do I do? You just get the hoe, and you just make an insane trail, and, like, at least if you can find that again, you're fine. Get out of here. Banished him to the shadows. Actually, we can just kind of, this is kind of a trail in of itself. See how we got this little river here? I think it just brings us to the shore. Yeah, I'm kind of an idiot. Of course it brings us to the shore. Right, because it's got water in it. Oh, right. Yeah. Big brain time. Okay, alright. God bless America. Oh, there's a deer. That counts. Okay. Man, that is so much better than throwing a spear like an idiot. Like an absolute jackass. I got really good at it, but still, it's kind of embarrassing. All my homies hate spears. Oh, that's so nice looking. It's probably not anything good, but I got the arrows for it. Why not? I'm probably gonna miss this. Don't make fun of me if I do. Okay, big fat miss. Didn't know about it though. Haha! Eat shit, deer. Do I risk go getting it? That's the big question. I could have sworn I saw another deer out there though. Yeah, here he is. I don't even know if we're gonna get him, because... Alright, let's try. Hey! 2 deer. Okay, yeah, we gotta go for the 2 deer. That's pretty good. I am literally Artemis. I always had like a... When I was like a little kid, I did a lot of bow and arrows, and I don't think any of that knowledge transferred, but I always just like, I like to think it did. You know, you gotta believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, who's gonna believe in yourself? Because it ain't yourself. Where's my other dead? Yeah, there we go. Oh! Ooh, big antlers, big antlers. Big antler moment, big antler moment. Big antler moment, big antler moment. Yeah. Spawner moment. Get that meat. Alright, we got a little 10 here. So this is actually not a bad place. Coasts are great because you really want the copper and you want the tin right next to each other when you start thinking about luring a troll towards you. Also, they're kind of scared of water. So I wonder if it might be wise to make a raft. Or have some kind of a bridge to run away onto a raft to get away from a troll. Because sometimes you just literally can't get away from a troll, and you're just like, what do I do? got like eight or 10 of those graylings chasing you, and you got a troll chasing you, and they're fast, and you've got no stamina, and you're thinking, man, I can't outrun them. What do I do? So having like a little bridge and a raft might be my play here. And I'm on a stamina shortage at the moment. Unless anybody has a better idea. That's the best thing I could come up with. As a man. In a world. Heard him swinging. It's that third swing that always does a good bit of damage. Love it. It looks like, is that a boar? They're like, oh, no, deer. Like, that's a big boar. That's a 10-star boar. Come to daddy. I'm doing something. 1 second, bud. Okay, clearly my archery level is very high. There we go. Alright, now we can talk. Good talk. Oh yeah, I also need a bit of flint too, while we're at it. Give him a nice spank on the ass. You're in the club, and this guy slaps your girlfriend's ass. What do you do? Oh, I hear you about the trolls. Yeah, I know. You see they'll spawn underwater, and it's kind of weird, but like, I've kind of noticed that they tend to not swim through like rivers. Like, they really do kind of give up with water when it's deep. I definitely know what you're talking about. Like, you'll be sailing around, there'll be like a big fat ass troll just lurking out there. They kind of spawn out there, or they might come towards you a bit. Like, you really have to be trying to lure them. I've noticed that they don't really do the water. That's the last time I checked, but could be wrong. If you ain't got an idea, then that's kind of the idea I'm rolling with. But I might just hope to God I can finish it with a bow before that happens. Oh, nice, nice. We're kind of getting lucky with it. I feel like just everywhere I go, every corner is just another deer. Oh, all that work, 13 hide. Oof. That's rough. I might as well just actually be tanning it myself these days. That did I kill something? I feel like it hit something. Huh. Yeah, I think I hit a bird. I meant to do that because I do need feathers. I'm a really good archer. Okay, that one I just missed though. I'm just not in the mood today. I'm not doing the spear dance. No stamina to focus it. We do need that leather though, I will say. Where'd he go? I'm a little bit lost. I'm kind of like, man, where's my house at? I think it's just up this. Yeah, here it is. I figured we were close. Wasn't sure exactly. Yeah, there's a deer. Hey there. How you doing, love?
Are you muted?
Yeah. That's so cute, thank you.
I took a screenshot of your man and
You
said,
took a
why are you
screenshot?
so booga?
I'm so booga booga.
Why are you so booga? Did you get like a hair dye or something?
I made a funny haircut because I thought it was funny.
It's so funny.
It's extremely
And
caveman.
then that guy replied in the comments. It's
Yeah, he's hanging out. He's giving me advice and shit. He's a nice guy. Yeah.
We got fans.
I had OnlyFans mates. Let's go. Some cute shit. You know. Here we are, back at home. Very nice. I mute myself sometimes. Kick him in the ding ding. That's what I'm talking about, Casey Samurai. You know exactly what I'm talking about. If I get somebody can come up on me, I'm gonna kick him in the ding ding. That's exactly right. Kind of feeling like this is not ventilating very well. I'm just off and on, off and on. No shame in it. We've gotten a good bit of chunk of progress. I don't know if you noticed, I haven't died this whole stupid ass time, and that's oddly. Usually I'll last like, I think when I first started doing death runs and deathless runs, I would last like 30 minutes, and then I'd be like, well, what's next on the next one? And then I'd last like 2 hours. It's usually when the troll starts getting involved though, that's kind of like where I plateau. Once you get past the troll, and you get like a little bit, like, once you get the pickaxe and you get past the troll, you kind of stand. I would say that's the wolf, the troll, the wolf, and Mistlands just in general are basically, and probably the swamp too, just getting that iron is going to be tough. But like those are like really the 4 plateaus that this challenge is going to see. And the troll one is just so punishing so early. At least we've got the honey stamina is massive for that. We're probably just going to be eating, because they're going to one-shot you no matter what. You might as well just stock up on the biggest stamina pumps you can get. We've got a good amount of deer trophies, so we are working towards Stagbreaker. We can start clearing tombs. That's a really good sign, isn't it? Isn't it just? We're still. I feel like we could always use more scraps. That is one thing, for sure. We need more flint. Not really. We got loads. We're trying to like think about upgrading the this guy. We need a leather scrap. Okay, that's what it is. Alright, cool. Yeah, so I just need like 1 or 2 more boars. I feel like they made them more frequent. I feel like earlier in Valheim they were so hard to find. Everywhere you went there was just never any boars. I feel like they populated the world, because that was such an annoying thing, running throughout meadows over and over and over and over and over again, just looking for boars. I remember doing that a lot more several updates ago. I'm not using portals. No map, max difficulty, no portals. High raids, no bosses. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. So with the no bosses, it's like, yeah, you don't have the harder raids, but you also don't have any of those powers. That's its own challenge. It's just even just having that running buff is. A lot of people would argue that's like basically crucial for fighting. Even the bone mass buff for fighting in Mistlands on normal combat difficulty is kind of essential for trading blows with those frickin' bugs. But again, I played the release version of Mistlands, which was like 30 times harder. I don't know if you remember, just tons more mobs, way more aggressive. Hell. It was hell on earth. It was actually hell on earth. That was actually hell. Constantly yalls everywhere. And then for some reason they just nerfed the hell out of it. I don't know if they were wrong to do it, but I don't think it's as fun now. It was so insanely punishing. It was like an actually terrifying place to be when it first was released. And now it's kind of like this like little baby land where that gives you moments to attack. And I know it's just like I don't know, like it probably is more fun. I'm just seeing it from my skewed boomer perspective where things have to be hard because it was hard for me, but I really did enjoy just that. I think, but that's kind of what I'm saying is like normal Valheim, you have more than one life, so who cares if it's hard? You know what I mean? I don't know. It was definitely difficult to. I think that's fair to say though. If like I'm not a good gamer, like, but I beat Elden Ring, but like that's not really a huge deal because a lot of people beat Elden Ring. But still, it's kind of like if I'm struggling, it probably means it's a little bit too hard. And I'm not very good at most games, but I cheese the shit out of things when I can because I know my weaknesses, which are everything. Oh dear. Give me some food. I'm hungry. A single leather. Some Oregon Trail levels of attrition. Y'all play that? Y'all ever play Oregon Trail? That was a fun-ass game. Dying of dysentery every other week. That was a fun little game. Big on the Oregon Trail. My old boomer ass. I was a little kid. Pokemon Red came out. Good stuff. There's some wood there I can grab. Sweet. I think we're just looking for one boar leather so we can make upgrade the bench, and I might call it a night. I want to come back to an upgraded bench tomorrow, probably. Maybe the same time. I don't know. It's actually Saturday, so I might be on a bit earlier. See. Don't tell anyone you saw that. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad I missed the cookie course. It was all on purpose. Yeehaw. What we got? We got two. We got two. Yeah, it's not foggy no more. Hell yeah. And we got some houses over here. Maybe we can even get ourselves some, I wonder if I'm just wandering around, I'll just end up finding the boss stones. I just do not know where. I don't want to think about them. But, there we go. I'm a real bow hunter. I have sat in trees in real life bow hunting deer before. It kind of sucks ass. It's overrated. You're just kind of cold and, like, tired. Because you have to get up at, like, 2 a.m. Everything in life you have to get up at, like, 2 a.m. for. You know, like skiing. Anything interesting, you got to get up at 2 a.m. That kind of blows, straight up. Being tired and cold and wet in a tree. Sitting there for 6 hours straight. You got, like, a cramp in your leg? Well, too bad. There's no space to stretch. Damn. Shimmying up that little ass letter. Did I come full circle back to my old house? Huh. I'm starting to think I opened that door. There you have it. Small world. Literally, this is literally a small world. It's not. It's just a little ass continent. See, that's what I'm talking about. I can never run out of ADHD shit to talk about. Let's do it. Jab, jab, jab. Oh shit, we got 2 deers. We're just always gonna need more leather. I could at least make armor too. Troll leather is gonna be a pain to farm. Holy cow! I might not. As good as it is, I might just go straight for oh, I don't know. I feel like abominations are more farmable. They're more consistent with how they appear. And by that point, you really can. There's great. You can just kind of hide out on those weird trees to light them on fire from afar, kiting them back and forth. Yeah, I might just go straight for abomination leather armor. I don't know about troll armor. That's going to take way too long. We're going to be there a while anyways, farming iron. I do not know. Oh, you've heard that Ashlands is going to be a brutal, brutal, brutal experience? That's dope as hell. I'm down for that. Kick ass. Kick ass. When it comes out, I'll probably... My old friends who first played on release, they haven't done Mistlands yet, and they said that they're kind of waiting for a little bit more content, aka Ashlands. So I'm really excited to do... We'll start fresh. We'll probably use those... I'm hoping to turn up at least no map and no portals with them, because it's such a fun way to play, just being lost all the time, and just... Like, having to, like, read the stars for your position. Like, by that I mean looking at the... You can look at the route above you and use it as, like, a compass. It's such a fun way to play. So I'm really excited to do that with my friends. That's going to be sweet. These kids I've like, grown up with since I was literally, like, in preschool. It's like, we traveled all over the world and stuff, and, like, it's just cool having, like, people like that in your life. I know it's a privilege, and a lot of folks don't have that. Just having, like, 1 or 2 people like that is real nice. Especially if your family kind of sucks, and mine kind of did, so. Barry was just really religious. Fuck that. Nothing against religion, but it looks like the wrong kind of religion. You know what I mean? It's a crazy ass kind. kind of why I play games. That's why I love games so much. That's kind of why I play. It's like you'd be at home, just like all that toxic shit was going on. Well, guess what? I'm like in World of Warcraft fighting Deathwing, and like it doesn't matter to me. I'm failing all my grades, but I'm killing Deathwing, so I did something good this week. That's what I'm talking about. Feels like I should sleep. I feel like I just. Yeah, Mercy is dope as hell, man. That's exactly what I'm saying. There's a little bit of time lag. Not only. Oh, you can sometimes kind of sleep through the raids if you're lucky. We should have enough to make. Yeah, that thing I was talking about. Let's get at it. I'm starting to actually seriously stock up on leather. Oh my god, that screech was horrifying. What the hell? What killed you? What was that? What? Did you hear that? What killed it? Was it... I don't think this is even broken. I don't think it was the bees. No, it's a little broken. Maybe it was the bees. But what the hell was that? Horrifying screeching noise, and he just exploded. That was a suicide boar, but he got the explosives. Well, see, it feels like the spear should have got him. A little range wouldn't hurt. I don't know. I could die here. You always die when you don't expect it. I'll just sleep. Get it. Yeah, I mean, I figured it was the bee poison, but like, god dang, dude, it kind of, I didn't hear the bees activate, so it kind of just like screamed and died. Because usually you'll hear them attack the bees, and then the bees, like, you know, spaz out, and you'll hear that. And I was right here. And he didn't really do that. He just kind of ran up here and exploded. I was like, what? Really strange. Oh, no, I don't want that. Yeah, we can make this now. Tight. This one I might want to make it outside, but we got the space. Might as well use it. Do it later. We could get some. I might make some other stuff. What is it? It's like 6, 6, 6. Sign of the Beast. Just kidding. Let's make our stuff. We could make it. It's 18. 18 leather. Now let's focus on these upgrades first. Flint Spear for sure. It's old reliable. Nothing wrong with that. Core wood and Finewood. Beautiful. All right, I'm gonna upgrade this. I'm gonna go to bed because this is a really good first endeavor. I haven't played Valheim in a while. Didn't think I'd be recording a series. I really expected to die a lot earlier tonight than I didn't. Very happy with that. So I think we're gonna just upgrade this sucker and call it a day. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Like, it's gonna be tight as hell. Seriously, we got some good going on. So my in-game bud is I want to get to Mistlands without killing a single boss and using a couple tricks get as much in-game gear as possible. I'm pretty sure you can get everything because you need that wood with the black metal axe, but you can lure seeker soldiers into it and they'll blow it up. And so I just want to have in-game gear without killing a single boss. And then if I do that, then I'll probably do a victory lap and go kill some bosses. Maybe I'll die doing that, you know. But the idea is just because like these are really interesting mechanics that other people have been posting about recently, like on Reddit and stuff. And I'm like, and they show a map and there's like thousands of deaths, and I'm like, is it even possible to do this without dying? I think it would be really cool because my other series was also on high raids, which kind of makes it impossible in mountains because there's so many freaking wolves all the time. So having that in-game gear might be the only way to survive mountains on the way that I like to play, which is a very high raid amount. Because the raids don't get more difficult until you start killing bosses. So I don't know, it's just a combination of things. I just kind of like streaming in general. I like the idea of just dying and trying again on a whole new world, whole new character. Every time I die, we're gonna wipe it. We're gonna delete the character, delete the map, And we're just going to keep trying to come back. Like, I think it's also about optimizing. I like that process of optimizing. Are there faster, better ways to get through these early levels? And I think there are. Like I was saying about, like, let's get 15 spears and just go huck them at trolls until we get some brass pick. Like, if I had a bronze pickaxe right now, this whole, like, 4-hour journey we just went on would be about, like, 45 minutes instead. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, just that progress, that type of optimization when you're doing something difficult. It's like a new way to approach these biomes with only one life and without any of the right tools, right? Like, how do you survive the colds without any silver or way to find silver? How do you find silver when you don't have the boss item? How do you skip black metal altogether? I love that. Because, I've beaten the main game, like, a couple of times, so it's like kind of ask myself, like, how can I play this game in a new, interesting way? Because this sandbox is perfect for that. Alright, peace, y'all. Y'all have been great tonight.